everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cielo and I'm so glad you're here. So I'm just going to get straight to the point. This video is going to be a little bit different, as you can already tell because of the setup. I'm sorry because of the bad setup. Today's video is going to be me motivating you guys. I originally planned this to be like a motivational speech kind of video, and I also planned to give you guys some tips. So let's see how that goes. I'm going to try to follow with that plan, but it's really just going to be more of like a little casual conversation I'm going to have with you guys. Just for background information, there's a tropical storm hitting my area soon-ish, now-ish, not really. I don't really know. I don't pay attention to the news. Yesterday, me and my family, we realized that the tropical storm is going to be hitting near us and stuff, and it's probably not going to be like a normal summer storm that just happens. Maybe this is a little bit more serious than I thought. Monday is like my first day of school. There's still going to be some bad weather on the first day of school, and for the week. What a great way to start my school year. And if you're going through a different storm in your life, hopefully I can speak in a way that you can translate easily my storm to your storm, and being able to apply what I'm saying to your storm and not just my storm, you know what I mean? And then I was scrolling through Snapchat stories, and then I saw this post that said something along the lines of, this storm represents how this school year is going to be. And I was like, at that second I was like, same. And I was like, no, not same. I can choose to be better than this statement. I can just choose to be happy and have a really good school year, no matter how bad the weather is the day I start the school year. I can just choose to be happy in the middle of a storm, which I'm literally doing, and I was like, this can be translated into a figurative storm too. And I was just like, okay, so we can just say any storm you guys are going through, no matter what storm you're going through, you can always just choose to be happy even though you're suffering. So if you're going through this storm and you're like, everything's just not working out for me at all, which was how I felt this morning when my brother's Meet the Teacher Day, which we were all very excited for, was canceled. And I was like, freaking hurricane tropical storm Harvey, like, why did you have to come now? Like, out of all the times, out of all the places, out of everything, you just choose to come now here, and you just totally ruined my day, because that's what I was looking forward to. I was just so mad because of the fact that the weather was just not cooperating with my near future plans, and I was just really frustrated. And I was like, I can just keep being frustrated at the storm for happening now here and ruining this morning's plans, or I can just choose to be happy and look for the bright in this. So I looked for the bright, and it was like, at least we didn't have to waste gas, we didn't have to risk ourselves outside in the car, we were safe at home. So whatever problems your storm brings, you can choose to look at the bright side of that. Look at the bright side. Maybe it's sometimes it can be hard to find the bright side and stuff, but you can always just try to do that. And just, even if you have to look deeper and harder for that bright stuff, just look for it and you'll find it. You'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. If you guys want to end up being successful, like just end up being successful in anything, you can either choose to be happy and not get that success, or you can choose to be happy in every situation and enjoy every moment of your life despite what is happening in that moment, and end up being successful. And by successful, I mean happy and just able to do what you love. I don't mean successful as in having a mansion and the newest sports car. I can choose to enjoy every single day of this tropical storm. Enjoy it, even though we can't go outside, even though we can't go to the store, which is like my favorite thing to do. But I was like, I can choose to be miserable about the fact that I missed out on so many events. I can be miserable out on the fact that I missed out on being able to go outside, feeling the wind in my face, feeling the sun in my face, and just be miserable throughout this stormy season thing going on right now, or I can choose to be happy and enjoy every moment of my life and just be productive indoors, be happy indoors, be happy while being safe indoors. I can also choose to worry the heck out of myself like during the storm and just be tense in the way that I'm not enjoying my days because of how worried I am. Or I can choose to trust God, trust that He's going to take care of me and my family. I chose to trust God because I've always trusted God. I always know that God will take care of me no matter what happens. Now I'm not worried as much about the storm as a lot of people are. I'm just worried to a point where I'm getting lanterns just in case. I'm saving some water just in case. You know, just preparing anyways, but I'm not like worried. I'm not going to associate my school, my actual life with the storm at all. I'm just going to say the storm is just part of nature. It's part of what's going to happen in my life. There's going to be more storms coming my way. There's going to be more rain. There's going to be more literal storm. There's going to be more figurative storms in my life. I need to move on. I need to not focus on that storm. I need to just let go and just not focus on the negative that whatever storm I'm going through brings. I have to focus on the good thing. I'm going to have to focus on the end, like at the end of the tunnel kind of things. I want to give you guys some tips to how to motivate yourself, and this is going to be kind of quick, and I'm sorry. I really want to evaluate more on these tips, but the video is going to be long, and I know a lot of you guys don't like long videos. So the first tip is to think about the goal that you have set, and I actually already talked about this part of motivation on Wednesday's video. Find your end goal, just focus on your goal, and then that should be enough to motivate you guys to move on and just study for that exam. Write motivational quotes everywhere, and not just that, but also write motivational affirmations about yourself everywhere. So like just write in a little sticky note, you're beautiful, or you have soft hair, or just any kind of compliment to yourself. Just write them and put them in random places, like the pocket of your jacket, or in the inside of your notebook, or just anywhere you can find them later on. So like 2 days later, you just put your hand in your pocket of your jacket, bring it out, has paper in it, read the paper, and just compliment yourself with it. Look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror, and then tell yourself how awesome you are. Tell yourself how amazing you can be. Tell yourself just tell yourself all the positive things about yourself. Tell that person in the mirror how great they are at something, how sweet they are, how nice they are, how smart they are, how capable they are of doing whatever they set their minds to. Just tell yourself how awesome that person in the mirror is, which by the way, the person in the mirror is you. Make sure you let yourself know how amazing of a person you are, and don't you dare ever think about any negative stuff while you're looking at yourself in the mirror doing this tip. And also, if you do look at yourself in the mirror one day and then you're like, dang, you have some serious split ends, just be like, oh well, at least I have hair, you know. Just dismiss those negative comments about yourself to yourself. Just dismiss them and focus on the good positive thing. Anyway, another thing that you can do is you can give yourself 2 choices. For example, this is really good for motivating yourself to work or to study, and this is you have 2 scenarios, right? You have 2 choices, and each choice has its own scenario from where you're going. And you can look at this. This choice is to not study because you're probably not going to get a good grade anyway, so why bother? This choice is to study and try your best to get a better grade than you expect to get in that exam, because the exam is super hard. Okay, let's focus on this scenario. This scenario is you don't study, you fail the test, you fail the class, you can move on from there. You can keep going from there. This scenario, however, you study, you find out that the what you're studying is actually not as hard as you thought it was going to be, and you get a good grade in that test, you end up passing the class, you get your diploma, super easy. And there's a tip within this scenario tip kind of thing that I'm giving you guys, and that is to think about how you can influence or impact other people's lives. So you studied, you pass the test, and you receive your score, or the person sitting next to you discovers how good of a score you got on that test, and they're like, how did you do that? Like, that test was impossible. And you were like, well, I had two options, not study or study, and I chose to study, and I realized that if I study this topic like this, or if I do this and blah blah blah, and like I end up the topic ends up being easier, and they'll be like, oh really, I never thought about that. And then you'll be like, yeah sure, I can help you. And then they'll be like, yeah, blah blah blah. You guys will get together, tutor each other, help each other, become best friends, and then next test you both pass the exam. Think about how you can influence or impact other people's lives. And even if you end up not impacting people's life directly, you always impact someone's life either directly or indirectly. Always, no matter what you do, you always just impact someone. So might as well make that impact a positive impact. And yeah, with that being said, we're done with the tips. And if you have any more tips, go ahead and leave them down in the comments down below. And I'm done with all my tips. I'm done with all my rambling. I'm done. Sorry this video was extremely long, but yeah, if you guys found these tips helpful, if you guys found yourself being inspired or smiling at any point in this video, give this video a big thumbs up. And the more thumbs up you guys give this video, the more chances this video has to be seen by anyone who needs this video, who needs to listen to all this little advice I'm giving you guys. So like I said, give this video a big thumbs up so other people can find this message. And yeah, subscribe if you're new here, or if you just haven't already. And I'm pretty much done with everything. And yeah, have a great, amazing, and productive day, week, month, and year, and school year, and ace those classes, you guys. Find motivation, do good, change the world, and peace out. Your girl is out.